Bankantini joins us next. He is an APC chieftain and also the spokesman concerned Lagosians. Good morning. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
I wonder why Lagosians are concerned at the moment because, well, first of all, tell us, what brought about concerned Lagosians in the first place?
It has always been there.
Oh, okay.
It is not something new. And if you know the spirit of Lagos, Lagos is for all. Everybody could call themselves a Lagosian. For commercial reason, right, for political reason, and those who as well who are the indigenous of Lagos as well. Okay. So we all stakeholders in Lagos. So
at the moment now, it appears as though there will be more cause for concern because today we understand that, I mean, some reports indicate that they say Tinubu's loyalists want the APC chairman removed before campaigns. So one wonders, what's going on? Is all well within the party?
Well, I don't think so, to be sincere. I have to be honest with you. Are you talking about the national chairman or the state chairman of the party?
This is national.
This is national.
Wait. Is there something going on with the state as well?
Well, I mean, you could never tell. You could never tell, you know. And that is why when I talk about concerned Lagosians, we are focused on Lagos. And what we see now, our candidates now, everything is campaigning on is Lagos. As if in the last 100 years, Lagos has seen nothing like him. But we, as Lagosians, whether indigenous or not indigenous of Lagos, we as Lagosians, we need to set the record straight. I'm almost 60 years old, grew up on the island. I don't remember a road on the island that was not tarred. I want anybody to challenge me to that. I don't remember a road on Lagos Island that was not tarred. You see Tokumbo, you see Bangboshe, you see Olushi, you see Glover, you see Igboshi. They'll tell me. You see Tinubu, tell me the road in Lagos. But the point is that the politics they are playing now gives us a lot of concern.
What is the politics they're playing now?
The politics that Lagos was developed by Tinubu, who happens to be the candidate of my party. That is unacceptable.
Do you deny that he's the father of modern Lagos, as some members of your party
I'm not denying it. It is not so.
Presenting him.
It is not so. I believe you've been in Lagos for at least more than 25 years, meaning from 1999. Lagos has always been. If you call New York, you call Paris, you call London, you call Lagos. Lagos has been there. The school he went to in Lagos, did he build it? Where he was born, did he build the hospital? So let us be clear about politics here. It's our own heritage. It's our own heritage. That's how our pedigree comes from there. So let nobody ride a roughshod on our back about who developed Lagos.
So what is going on here? I mean, people thought that every APC member in Lagos are on the same page on this campaign, but it appears not.
You see, on the same page for the candidate as it is now. But if we start bringing lies, as that misrepresentation, Jakande was in government for 4 years and 2 or 3 months. The records are there. You know what he did? Shagari was the same time. There's a Shagari estate in Kwaja. Jakande built his own, the federal government built his own through Wabdosumu there. They don't call it Jakande estate.
What's he joins us here in Abuja studios. Well, you have heard Mr. Tunde Bankantini right there in Lagos. He is an APC chieftain, and he certainly should know what he's speaking about. He's speaking from Lagos, where he is saying he is concerned. I'm wondering, how are you looking at this? Are members of your party introducing lies into the campaign?
Thank you, Mope. Well, first and foremost, I want to say with all sense of humility that and sense of modesty that the assertion made by the last speaker, most of them, are grossly flawed on the premise that nobody is claiming that Tinubu is the founder of Lagos. Nobody is saying that Tinubu is the person that discovered Lagos. What we are saying is that Tinubu became governor at a time Lagos was at the brink of collapse. He became governor at a time that the infrastructural decay in Lagos was unprecedented. I will want my friend in Lagos, my brother in Lagos, not to be too economical with the truth by telling us the infrastructural state of Lagos as at 1999.
Mr. Badmus, and most of your claims are very mundane when it comes to Lagos. I mean, to be very clear with you, you are speaking about Lagos that Lagos was in chaos. Lagos pre-1999, I don't know what you are talking about. In 1998, you came back to Lagos. Apc Tinubu came to Lagos in 1998, right? The road he was living on Sunday Adigun was a third road. The schools were there. Clearly, Mariwa, a military governor that he succeeded, did some good jobs in Lagos. You are talking about IGR. Where's the IGR? Please, I don't want us to take this thing. I'm APC, but what I'm telling you is very clear. Don't misrepresent Lagos, right? That British Lagos was in chaos. That was why that was people like you made. This guy came to Lagos, Shetima, saying that when Apc Tinubu came to Lagos as governor, Lagos had only one ambulance. What a joke of a comment. Lagos had one ambulance. The IGR of Lagos, as you guys claimed, is how many billion? Where is it? Is it the schools we see? Is it the hospital we see? Where are the housing estates? We are talking about metro line. This metro line we are talking about now, I'm glad my took you back to Jack Hunday. And it has been going on for long. And every government, if you had 8 years to be in power, you must be able to leave your print in that 8 years. 8 years is enough. We saw what Jack Hunday did in 4 years. Mobalaji Johnson was a military governor. We saw what he did in 9 years. There was a school in every region of Lagos. Government College Lagos, Ikorodu, Ekpe, Badagry. We saw it. So if you want to campaign for Bola Tinubu only based on Lagos achievement, you have to be very objective and be factual about it, right? And be factual about it. It's not about you trying to make other governors look less, that he had a 25-year plan. 25 years will end next year now, right? 25 years will be over by next year. So what are we talking about? We're not going to be over by next year. If you look back at Lagos, you look at the missionaries in Lagos, the Anglicans, the Methodists, the Ansarudin, the Ahmadiyya, who had schools on ground? Who had schools on ground? Who had the basic things for the poor people on ground?
So when you say other governors, does this concern former Governor Ambode?
Of course, yes.
How?
I read something not too long ago that the chairman of party in Lagos, Balogun, said Ambode did not follow the blueprint of Lagos. And I'm asking, what is the blueprint of Lagos? I've said that, I asked this question a few years ago. It should be online, right? It should be online for people to see. His blueprint of Lagos, what BRF did, clearly, Lagos homes, the blue line, right? The housing estate, the coaches, all these things, Ambode came in and followed up on them and completed them. I can even tell you, the Okota Amuwo Road, and Ike House, the one in Ikeja, that's my great-grandmother, the Gondo House, the Obele, the Surulere State housing estate, even in the Blue Rail, Ambode paid 22 billion was paid by Ambode's government.
So why was he removed then? Why did they let him continue?
You were here when the primary was held in Lagos. Clement Ebri was in Lagos. He said it loud and clear that there was no primaries, but he later turned around and said, okay, well, let's accept it. And Ambode was a loyal, faithful party man, and he stood by it, he accepted it. And he has never made a comment since that day. But people are insinuating so many things about, you remember very well the way they attacked BRF as well, what they left of it. It is their trading mark, but the point is that the people that succeeded Ashwaju, BRF succeeded him, his 8 years was more visible than Bola Tinubu's 8 years. Right?
Mr. Bank Anthony,
yes.
It's a bit confusing. You are an APC chieftain.
I am, yes. And I'm a negotiator first.
Your point is clear.
Yes.
But what message are you now passing across to APC members?
Thank you very much.
Are you saying that you're not in support of the Tinubu-Shetima candidacy in the 2023 presidential election?
Yeah. No. What I'm saying to my fellow APC members is that if all you want to campaign about Asiwaju for president is Lagos, be factual about it. Do you understand me?
If you would, you said that quite a few times.
Of course, that is the bottom line.
Now, laying the facts.
Yes.
Clearly, one of the things that anyone would want to campaign for your candidate about would probably be, okay, he was governor, so he understands governance.
That's right.
So if you would use that to campaign, what are the things you would be saying?
He was a governor for 8 years. He did his bit in Lagos, but he's not the finder of Lagos. He has been a corporate world. Right, that's why I think he built his successor. But you cannot claim glory for what they did. You cannot claim glory for what they did. It's not possible.
How about the 25-year plan that Malkwe asked, the other time?
I mean, 25-year plan.
Because I've read an interview that even the vice president was in the cabinet of the Tinubu government at the time, and he also said he was part of the people who came up with that plan under that government.
Does that plan include Oshodi? Does that plan include Ayinke House? Does that plan include Lagos homes? You see, the point is that we have to be clear. These plans, let them lay it out. It should be, I've left to Lagosians to see, maybe online or whatever. So let us know by next year, 25 years will be over. So what is the next thing? Like when PDP said they ruled for 60 years.
You were debunking the story that former Governor Ambode did not follow the blueprint.
Yes.
Is that part of the bone of contention here? Are you pro Ambode? Because stories out there that the candidate has not forgiven Ambode for whatever it is that led to their fallout.
Which candidate?
Former governor, no, the candidate of your party, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu.
He has not forgiven Ambode.
Yes. So is Ambode part of the bone of contention here that has, thrown up the position of the concerned Lagosians?
No, you see, the point is that I'm even surprised that you said Tinubu has not forgiven Ambode. It should be the other way around. It should be the other way around, that Ambode has not forgiven Tinubu. So saying that Tinubu has not forgiven Ambode, on what basis is that? You see, on poor performance? On what? You see that he did not do well as a governor of Lagos State, or when he was even an accountant of Lagos State, that Tinubu so much sang his praises as what he did during the fracas with OBJ. So for me, it will be more or less that a performing governor was yanked off for no reason, for personal reasons.
So are you speaking for former Governor Ambode?
No, I'm just answering your question. I'm just asking you a question that I don't know where that is coming from. That, but Tinubu has not forgiven Ambode. For what? If you can tell me, maybe you want to enlighten me. Since Ambode left office, he has not said a word against Bola Tinubu. All he has said is that, you know something, please go and register and get your PVC. That was all he has said. All those things in social media, there was nobody could tell you that. Ambode sat down with me and said this to me. Let's get that clear. He's still an APC member. He's still loyal to APC.
He's not leaving the party.
He's not leaving the party. As I speak to you today, I will tell you he's still an APC member.
Is he going to support the candidate?
Well,
he's not the one sponsoring the factional APC group in Lagos.
Excuse me. This has been for a factional. He was factional. I'm not a factional member of APC. I'm talking for the concerned Lagosians.
Yeah, so wait, is he going to support the presidential candidate of the APC? Former Governor Ambode?
I don't see why not. I don't see why not. But the point is that...
that's not a categorical answer. You're not sure.
About what?
You say, I don't see why not.
As I sit down here now, if I tell you I'm going to vote for you, I may change my mind tomorrow. Period.
All right. Well, Mr. Badmos, he says that, look, he's not against the candidature of both Bola Tinubu and Shettima, but he just wants it to be based on fact. Is there anything wrong with that?
First and foremost, I want to...
What if some of them are truly based on untruths? Because there have been reason for, yes, if they're based on, I'm reluctant to call them lies. Let me use the word exaggeration.
As Asiwaju's achievement.
Oh, yes. If they're based on exaggeration, shouldn't those exaggerations be called out? For instance, you just said that Asiwaju increased Lagos's IGR to 15 billion per month. What we see here is that there was a monthly, when he finally left office, the figure of Lagos's IGR rose to 6.9 billion per month. Yes. Yeah, so 7 billion. 7 billion. So when you say 15 billion,
that's Fashola. I mixed it up.
Isn't that
I agreed. No, that I agreed, and it's pardonable. That's why it's pardonable, because there's a continuum. That is why you have to give it to Asiwaju. There's a continuum in government in Lagos State. Asiwaju left it at 6.9. It was Fashola that left it at, I think, 15 or 17 billion. But that cannot take away. I still repeat.
I'm not doubting Asiwaju is a resource manager. It's someone that is very resourceful. He has the ability to bring people together to get results. But this guy is missing something clearly there, right? He said it's micro or micro. Did he say micro or macro? But the point I'm telling you is that is not the point I'm talking to you about. I'm talking to you about misrepresentation, right? Misrepresentation. Lagos is making how many billions as IGR in those years? Can you tell me a landmark project that he made in Lagos? I will tell you two things Asiwaju did in Lagos for me that was very clear. He did LASMA, he did Kai. Give me a landmark project with all these IGR during his tenure. And I'll give you landmark project during BRF and Ambody on this IGR. You understand me? How much is Lagos State owing now with all the IGR? We are the highest debted city in Nigeria. It's clear, right? We are the richest, but with the highest debt in Nigeria. You understand? If you are coming out to talk about Asiwaju, which I believe I know more about him than you do, let us come to table with facts.
Let me also answer the IGR.
Don't take it too personal. That you know better more than me, you know Asiwaju better more than me, does not mean that you are more committed to Asiwaju's projects more than me. Take that as a fact. The IGR, he is talking that about IGR, all these ideas. I just want to mention two fundamental projects which I want him to contend with. The initiation or the takeoff of Eco-Atlantic projects and the Lekki Free Zone, Lekki Free Zone project, which, of course, Fashola developed upon. Then, apart from that, the infrastructural decay, that is what I'm trying to say. Infrastructural decay in Lagos is unprecedented. Tinubu have already laid the foundation for the Fashola government to improve upon. Fashola laid the foundation for Ambody to improve upon. You have to. This is simple political deduction. Then you are talking of debts. One of the most indebted countries in the world is America, but their economy is still vibrant because you cannot be taking money in its raw form. You have to invest it. The investment is what is most important.
Mr. Badmus, please, my brother.
Investment in Lagos,
my brother,
on Lagos, is glaring for everybody.
My brother,
I don't want
you to be too economical. You said Lekki. Excuse me.
Let's leave sentiment.
There's no sentiment here, right? You don't know never my commitment. But all I'm telling you, you are playing politics with this thing. And let me tell you something, Mr. Badmus, right? I want you to be very clear and objective. Clearly, what area of decay are you talking about in Lagos? Is it the schools? Or the hospital?
Road.
Or road. Look at which road, please tell me. Which hospital, tell me.
Road.
Which road, tell me. Name the roads for me.
Wait now, wait. Take it easy. Take it easy.
I'm very calm. You are not calm. I'm very calm. I'm very calm. Did you just mention Ayike?
You don't need to get unnecessarily apprehensive with this.
I'm not.
My brother, tell me the situation of Tell me the situation of lawsuits in 1999.
You don't have any
idea. 1999.
You don't have any idea.
Just be sincere with yourself.
You don't have any idea.
Don't tell me I don't have any idea.
Excuse me. See,
tell me the situation of.
The point is that you said roads.
Now,
general hospitals in Lagos.
I don't think we'll be able to achieve much.
You are just claiming you are a Lagosian. You don't know much about Lagos. You are just being sentimental.
Excuse me, about what?
One of the best beneficiaries of Asiwaju's political mentorship. You can't be talking like this because of politics.
No.
I know you very well.
I'm talking clearly.
You don't need to
excuse me. You see.
So if you don't need to go so low.
You are getting sentimental and you are getting worked up. Right?
Because you don't support Akradi today.
Excuse me.
There's always a tomorrow after.
All right, Mr. Badmus, just hang on a minute. We need to go at this point in time. All right, gentlemen, we need to wrap up, but it's lots of people just wondering what's going on. But yeah, I guess. But you didn't answer the question. So are you going to support his candidature?
As I sit down, I'm an APC member. I'm an APC member.
Clearly, yeah.
That's right. So, and I have a candidate as of now. If I decide not to support him, that is something within me.
Okay. Have you?
Sorry? I've not decided yet.
That's what I said.
February is still a long time in politics.
Okay.
So,
there you go.
APC
Live
member,
politics.
You're not supporting your candidate who is the candidate of the APC?
I've not made that comment that I won't support APC candidates, but I may not support all APC candidates.
All right.
I may support some of them, I may not support all of them.
All right, we need to go at this point in time. Mr. Tunde Anthony is an APC chieftain and spokesperson of Concerned Lagos. Thank you very much, Indy, for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Short. Yeah, my party short is that, number one, I just want to appeal to my brother. The role he's playing now, it's portraying to the world has been a mole.